addiction and every mental health measure, depression versus happiness, I like to think of it as like on a spectrum. You know, the best attention span, the worst attention span, the most peace, the most anxiety. If you look at every mental health measure on a spectrum, rather than just seeing, you know, this point on the spectrum over, it's called a certain...
That's happiness.
Yeah, exactly. It's, you know, you have depression.
Yeah.
You have, you know, there's no blood test, there's no brain scan that establishes exactly what these conditions are. But every one of us wants more peace, less anxiety, more happiness, less depression, more attention span, less low attention span, and less addiction. So where am I in the spectrum on any one of these is not really the most important question. The question is, what am I doing to take myself the right direction on the spectrum? More nature exposure, more face-to-face relationships, physical activities, doing real things. I've got a session in the Media Mind seminar called How to Be Human Again. It's like, we got to rediscover that. And so, you know, if the more of this we're doing, even if somebody's like, well, it doesn't affect me as bad as it does somebody else, as badly as it does, you know, Joe down the street. Well, is this choice that you're making helping you go the direction you want to go? And it's not a mandate. It's not a judgment. It's not somebody coming in and telling you what you got to do. It's just, you got to think through it for yourself and evaluate your own life.
And I always think that that idea is kind of a logical fallacy anyway, because if it didn't affect you at all, you wouldn't do it, right? So why are you watching that? Because it's supposed to bring this temporary happiness and joy, like if it's a comedy or something, because you want to laugh, right? You can't say it doesn't affect me. What they're trying to say, or at least what I think people are trying to say, is ultimately, when I sit down and watch something, it is not going to fundamentally change what I believe as a Christian. I think that's what people are really saying. You know, it's not going to change my beliefs.
One way for them to figure that out is to go 10 days or 30 days without. Because you can't say it doesn't affect me unless you have something to compare it with, right? So you do a fast and you say, I'm gonna establish a Bible study program. I'm going to commit myself to this devotional activity. There are things I know God is asking me to do that I've been hesitating. I'm gonna do those instead of entertainment. I'm gonna do a fast from social media. And then at the end of 30 days or 40 days or even just 10 days, it's like a new set of lenses. When you go to the optometrist, you know, you may think you're seeing fine. Yeah, I don't need glasses necessarily. But then when you get to the third line down, he's like, read that one. Wait, I'm supposed to be able to read that? I guess I am seeing a little blurry. And you find that out by a test.
This has happened to me recently.
Have you? Yeah, really.
I can't stand glasses.
Have you heard about the poll they did with college students? And they're like, just a simple poll. And they're like, okay, you're not going to have your phone for 24 hours. And they measure their anxiety levels. They haven't even removed the phone. Anxiety levels go up. Just the thought of not having their phone for 24 hours, let alone actually removing it from their lives, made their anxiety levels go up.
So is the phone the solution to anxiety then? Or is that just a sign of an addiction?
It's a sign of addiction. That's what I always tell people. It's like, if you want to know you're addicted, put it away for a week.
Yeah.